Ever been home alone when everything seems too quiet, when every creak and groan of the house sends a shiver down your spine, and then just as you try to convince yourself it's all in your head, something happens, a shadow in the window, a knock at your door when you know you're the only one inside. Tonight, I'm sharing 3 chilling true horror stories of people who were left all alone, only to face something far worse than their worst nightmare. These aren't just stories, they're real, and they happened when they least expected it. You'll want to lock your doors after you hear what happened next. Hey, I'm Mukasha, and tonight I got something a little different for you. If you think being home alone is no big deal, these stories will definitely make you think twice. These are real-life tales of terrifying encounters with the unknown that'll make you question everything you thought you knew about being alone at night. So let's dive in. I was 14, babysitting my little cousin one night while our parents were out. At first, it felt like any other night, until that weird feeling settled in my chest. Something was wrong, but I couldn't figure out what. Then, as I walked past the kitchen, I saw him, a man, disheveled and old, standing at the window, staring directly at my cousin. My heart dropped. I knew he wasn't just some random guy. I tried to act calm and let my cousin upstairs, but the man outside wasn't leaving. I grabbed a meat tenderizer from the kitchen and checked every lock. Everything seemed fine, but when I went upstairs, I heard something that froze my blood. Glass shattering, heavy boots on the floor below, and I realized then that he was inside. I just had to wait to see if I'd survive the night. When I was 19, I lived alone in an apartment trying to get my life together. After high school one night, as I was watching TV, I heard something impossible. The locks on my front door were turning by themselves. The door swung open and a man stepped inside, carrying bags and boxes. He started yelling at me in a language I didn't understand and dragged me out into the hallway. At first, I thought I was dreaming, but this was real. I managed to fight him off, and my neighbor called the cops. It turns out the man had been given a key to my apartment by mistake. But the scariest part, I had nothing in there but a mattress and a TV, and he thought I was the one who didn't belong. Now imagine this. You're alone at night in a rural area, far from help, and suddenly you get a call that 2 armed inmates had escaped from the local detention facility. They'd taken a guard's weapon and now they were on the loose. The helicopter circled for hours and all I could do was lock the doors, turn on every light and sit waiting the sound of the helicopter outside, the unknown danger creeping closer. It felt like I was trapped in a nightmare, but the worst part, it felt like they were getting closer and I had no idea how I'd escape if they came for me next. 3 terrifying moments of being home alone, 3 real encounters with danger that no one could have predicted. When you're alone, fear becomes a very real thing, and sometimes the scariest part of life are the ones you can't control.